Welcome to International Trade and Info Channel, your gateway to mastering international trade. Whether you're a trader, exporter, or contractor, we bring you the insights and strategies to expand your global reach. Subscribe and unlock the potential of global markets.
Alright, you're welcome back to my channel. We are going on again to describe all the parts of 11 rules of the Incoterms 2020. And this time we are looking at what is CIP Incoterms. It is Carriage Insurance Paid To. So in Carriage Insurance Paid To, the seller assumes all risk until the goods are delivered to the first carrier at the place of shipment and not the place of destination. Until the goods are delivered to the first carrier, the buyer is responsible. The buyer is responsible for all risk. However, the seller is responsible for the cost of carriage as well as the all risk insurance coverage until the freight reaches the main place of destination. A carrier, just like what I've already been mentioning, is any person or company who undertakes the carriage of goods, such as shipping line, like airline as well, and then trucking companies, railway or freight forwarders. So in multimodal shipment, the place of shipment is the first carrier used. So I want to move on now to tell us the responsibility or obligations of the buyer and seller. The first one is seller. Seller is responsible to make the goods, the commercial invoice, and the documentation available, and also export packaging and marking. You have to put the goods in the right packaging and marking to make it exportable. Number 3 is pre-carriage and delivery. Movement of goods from one location to another before they get to the terminal. The buyer will be responsible for that. And then export licenses and custom formalities too is the responsibility of the seller. Loading expenses, it's just as stated earlier, as part of pre-carriage is responsibility of the seller. Cost of delivery to the named place of destination, the seller is responsible from terminal to the port of discharge. Any cost that is involved will be responsibility of the seller. Then proof of delivery too. You have to make proof that you have delivered the goods and send it to the buyer. So this proof of delivery is the responsibility of the buyer, of the seller, right? So another thing is cost of pre-shipment inspection. Before the goods take off from port of discharge, port of origin, is responsibility of the seller. Another thing is all risk insurance coverage. These has make the difference from the insurance. Carriage paid to and carriage insurance paid to. This is is the major difference between them. You understand? And so now let's look at the buyer's responsibility. Once the buyer receives the proof of delivery, they will check and move and go ahead to make payment based on payment terms that has been agreed. We are going to look at payment terms in a while. Once we are done with all this, let us know what are all kinds of payment terms are available. So, secondly, the buyer will also have import formalities and duties that are needed to be done to make the goods cleared and move them to the factory. And the third one is any other import clearance that are needed to be fulfilled in the port of discharge or the destination so that the buyer can claim the goods and move them to the warehouse or factory. So these are CIP of Incoterms 2020, and I also, just as normal or as usual, I want to show you the picture. I want to show you, give you the picture of everything I've been explaining here in. All right, so on this picture, it's just showing us one after the other how the process or the goods or the goods in question moves, and we are looking at seller's risk, seller's costs, and then buyer's risk and buyer's cost. So from here we can see the seller's risk where it stops from the factory to delivery at name place or port or terminal. That's where the risk ends. So seller's cost now extended to onward carriage not unloaded from this seller's side to the buyer's cost. So that is why buyer is responsible for all risk insurance coverage, because the goods must be insured by the seller, and every other thing follow along what we have been discussing before, from seller's location to buyer's location. So I'm sure you have gained one or two things in this video. If you are very new to this channel, I want you to give us a thumbs up, and also subscribe to our channel so that as I upload new video, you'll be the first person to. And if you have any question, you can let me know by putting them in the comment section below, and I will be ready to answer your question. And also, you can see my contacts in the description below. If you have any other issue, any other question concerning trade, international trade, or you are just joining, or you are just starting your international trade, you can discuss. Have any question, let me know. I will also see you in another video.